The program you are about to watch is underwritten by Allergan. The views expressed therein are solely those of the doctors. Okay, so we're going to have a little fun. We're going to play a game called Eat It, Wear It, Toss It. And here's how it works. We have these 5 ingredients here. We've got beer, cucumber, yogurt, avocado, honey. And so we all know how good all of this tastes, but can we wear it? What do you think? So I'm going to start with beer, because actually I was in Prague a few years ago and everybody had beer with lunch. And why is that? Because it's fermented. It's very good for your microbiome.
For the record, beer is extremely fattening. It should be tossed.
Doesn't have to be.
That is my vote.
You guys don't like the beer. Okay, well, let's keep moving on to the ingredients here. Now, the next ingredient is yogurt. Now, yogurt, of course, has a lot of great actives in it. So I'm going to let you take this one away.
All right, so yogurt I like because it has lactic acid, which is a humectant, and it's a gentle exfoliator. So this is one ingredient that I would wear over eat because I am lactose intolerant. And so even with yogurt, which has less of that, has some and can be upsetting to your stomach if you have that as an issue. And you can wear it on your face, you can put it in your hair. It also is a great binder. So if you're making a mask, it can thicken it and make the other ingredients. You can add honey into it and you can have a really nice mask that's soothing. If you have a burn, you can put this on your skin with honey and it's very soothing. So there's a lot you can do with yogurt. So I'm more of a wear it than eat it yogurt person. How about you?
So this I would eat. Even though we know that dairy and an increase in dairy in our diet can be inflammatory, it's one of the areas where I'd probably cheat and I probably would get my dairy from.
Well, this is also, yogurt is something that has tons of probiotics in it too. So we want to help support our microbiome and add to the microbiome.
But you have
And
to
it's
look
got
for
tons
it.
of protein
Because
in it.
not all
It's got
does.
tons
Not-
of protein.
And the newest evidence really shows that the lower fat yogurts aren't as important as the higher fat yogurts, which actually lower our lipid
And
content.
then Greek yogurts are some of the best yogurts going. And
Greek
again,
yogurt,
yeah.
because of their high protein content.
Yogurts in general, you really need to look at the ingredients to make sure that there's no sugar. I myself prefer sheep yogurt because the protein is a little bit different. And
goat
yeah, it
ones.
doesn't,
I
or the
prefer
goat yogurt.
almond. I prefer the almond milk
Yeah,
yogurts.
you do.
And
Is
yeah,
that really, that's not dairy.
because it's not dairy. You're
That's not
absolutely
dairy.
right.
So does it really count?
But it also has, well, it also has probiotics
But
in
it has
I mean, that's all
probiotics
about
in
the
it.
probiotics.
Yeah.
Exactly,
No,
and I
it
think
counts.
that's important is the probiotics that we're putting in and ingesting in are very different than what our face needs, what our skin needs. So I think people use probiotics loosely, but the probiotic of the gut flora is very different than that of the skin flora.
But let's get serious about what we're putting on our faces because there's so many things out there. Researchers have spent so much time and
Yes.
money
Yeah.
giving us actives that we know do something.
Right.
We're putting yogurt on our face. We don't really know what
I
it's
completely
doing.
agree with you, and that's the point that I'm making.
And
I
so,
completely agree with
to
you,
me,
Ruth.
it's cosmeceuticals on
Yeah.
your
Yes.
face, and
Yeah.
yogurt occasionally if I feel like having something carby for breakfast. And
Yeah,
would
but
be
that
Greek
one-
yogurt.
that one I'll eat.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
And
you can make, but you,
I would say eat for that. I would not toss that. I would only have that occasionally.
it has the lactic acid, it's anti-inflammatory, and it also has the probiotics. So you're really helping balance the microbiome of your skin,
Who knew we'd
theoretically.
be so passionate
So-
about food?
Yeah, well, because
mean,
it's
I
an
knew.
important component. So before there were cosmeceuticals, and let's say you've run out of all your cosmeceuticals, well, you can just go get some yogurt and mix up a little bit of mask. Okay, Sabrina, your turn. What do you think?
So avocados, ladies, I love these guys because they are rich in omega-3 fatty acids, good fatty acids, which are great for our skin and our hair, and also because it is rich in vitamin A and other nutrients. And so for me, this is something that I not only like to eat, but you can also use for your hair and make it a mask. Many people use argan oil, but very similar because of the oils that they have in it. You can get and extract a lot of oil from this avocado if you mashed it up and mix it with a little bit of virgin olive oil and an egg.
Now I'm hungry.
What would you do, Janine? Would you eat it, toss it,
I
or
love
apply
avocado.
it?
I had some avocado with my eggs this morning.
Yep.
I think it tastes delicious. I agree with the omega-3 fatty acid comments
Yep.
that you had. Unfortunately, I like it with guacamole and chips like Ava does also, so I like the bad way. I would totally eat it. I would not wear it. Why would you
Okay.
waste avocado by wearing it?
agree.
You need to eat
I
it.
agree.
It's
I would eat it.
multi-purpose.
Right. And for people that don't like avocado, I just don't get you.
Yeah, I mean, so a third of a medium-sized avocado is 80 calories.
Right.
It's so rich in nutrients, and there's no sodium.
Right, and it has a high fat content,
Right.
so it
Those
fills
are
you
good
up
fats.
sooner.
Exactly.
But because it's not that high in calories. It's not
Yes.
like you're getting fat from avocado.
I'm with you. My dad would always say you should eat one avocado every day, and he was very big into nutrition and health, and I channel him a lot because he's been right on just about everything, which makes me so mad sometimes.
Well, where I grew up in the middle of an avocado farm.
There you go,
And
girl.
so we had, we harvested avocados like every day. My father used to eat half of an avocado with cottage cheese every morning.
So yeah, we can apply this, but what you also put into your body will absolutely manifest in the quality of your skin and
100%,
hair.
and this is one of the highest quality foods.
Right.
And I agree
This
with
is not
Janine.
tossable.
So I think avocado is as close to a perfect food as we can get.
Right,
So
'cause
we
it's
definitely don't want to
satisfying.
toss it.
It's
satisfying, it's healthy, and you can have it every day.
All right, now Janine's going to talk about the cucumber.
And it's not very expensive.
Yeah,
Yes.
yes.
So cucumbers are a little bit not as exciting as avocados in beer and yogurt, okay? But that being said, one of my favorite Bitmojis is the Bitmoji of me like this with the cucumbers over my eyes. They are really soothing when your eyes are super tired. They have a high water content. They go great with everything. These are definitely to me an eat rather than so much a wear. You can eat them or wear them. I would not toss them. They're very low in calories. They give you that crunch, here,
Yep.
so that you
Especially
feel
with
like you're
hummus.
really eating something when you're not really eating anything.
They're
So
good maybe
With-
to
with-
replace chips for the avocado.
Yeah, that's
Right.
they're,
Well,
they're
so-
great for replacing chips with hummus,
Hummus.
and
right,
with
with
guacamole.
avocado and
I actually
for
like
eating
them in my
alone.
water.
And I like to chop them up. Sometimes with eggs as well. I'll chop them up with different types of chicken salad. I like cucumbers, so these would not be a toss.
And so they are very
some
good,
fiber.
and some fiber, but
And
they
some
are
fiber
but they
also,
are
yeah.
very good for anti-inflammatory. So I like to have my patients keep them in the freezer in some water and then apply them, as you said, like after kind of a long night. Last but not least, we've left the sweet one for you.
Last but not least, the sweet for the sweet. I love honey. Honey has so many different uses, and we all know them medicinally. We use them as antibacterials for burns, and they really promote wound healing, and so we can definitely wear them. But we also can taste them and eat them because they have less fructose than regular table sugar. So our glycemic index, which we all kind of know about, obviously we all know about it, but we want to educate our audience about, is what raises our blood sugar so abruptly, and which isn't good for us. So the glycemic index of honey is less than sugar. So it's much better to put a teaspoon of honey in your tea or in your yogurt than a teaspoon of sugar. But it's also good for burns and wound healing. We know that. It is antibacterial. It does all kinds of things. So if you're caught on an island somewhere and all you have is honey and you bruise yourself, put your honey on.
Or if you burn yourself,
burn
or if you
yourself.
get mosquito bites like I've gotten. No, not
Except it does
many
attract
times
bees if
so.
you're outdoors. You got to be careful.
Yeah, you have to be
Well,
careful.
that's
So
true,
you can get bitten by more bugs. And in fact, bees inject a peroxidase into the honey, which gives it the antimicrobial effect.
And if we're trying to keep under 25 grams of sugar a day, really we need an awful lot of teaspoons of honey to equal that. So
Yeah.
1 teaspoon of honey is really fine.
So I think 1 teaspoon is really fine, and it's full of antioxidants as well. And now let's pick one to eat.
Avocado.
Avocado.
Naturally, because
Avocado
I'm the one who
hands
selected it.
Okay, I'm in for avocado too. Okay, so 5 on 5 votes for avocado.
Unanimous.
Yep, that's it.
Want to be part of our Derm Squad? Like and subscribe to The Gist.